When I first started out as an entrepreneur, of course, I wanted to learn how to be more productive. I wanted to master productivity so I could earn more money in my life and business. So I did what most people do. I started reading, applying, building routines. I'd get ahead and then lose ground again and again. I'd make progress and then watch it all slip through my fingers. And I just couldn't keep the pace of a high performer. And I wondered how they always did it. And this cycle would repeat over and over. And it was frustrating because I wasn't lazy. I was putting in the effort. But it seemed like no matter what I tried, I couldn't break past a certain ceiling. Then I got a mentor. He helped me tremendously. But the truth is, he didn't have to say much. He only said one word, and my life completely changed. And it's crazy how one word from someone can change your whole entire life. He said, Kyle, you have to be connected to the source if you want to manifest more. Now I know that word manifest gets a bad rap. Some people think it's mystical or new age. So in this video, for clarity's sake, let's say actualize or bring to fruition or simply accomplish. But the point is this, without being connected to the source, all your productivity will eventually drain out. You'll make some progress, but you'll end up backtracking. And by the end of this video, I'm going to explain what being connected to the source really means and how it can transform not just your business, but your life. And if you watch this video to the very end, I believe your life will never be the same again. So let's talk about why productivity isn't working for you. You see, I would advertise, I would get clients, I would build structures, foundations, I would change my mornings, my nights, my schedule, and yet I still couldn't hold the ground I gained. And here's why. If you don't deal with the internal spiritual things, you will drain your progress again and again. You'll move forward, then sabotage it. And in the Bible, the greatest success book of all time, Paul explained it perfectly in Romans 7:19. For the good that I will to do, I do not do. But the evil I will not to do, that I practice. He was in that internal war. That's the internal war we're talking about. And if you don't win the war on the inside, no system outside will ever stick. You see, your internal battle is with your fleshly appetites, the inner beast, the inner monster. It's the war between your spirit and your inner weak man. And if you don't subdue him, you will only be so sharp. You can't expand your capacity to dominate like you really could. Jesus said in Matthew 26:41, the spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So until you conquer the flesh, productivity will always feel like a treadmill, running hard, going nowhere, going in circles. So let's talk about your mind, body, and spirit harmony, how they can all flow together. When they're aligned, you move into discipline with ease. When they're divided, you grind without fruit. If you vibrate at a certain frequency, the frequency of abundance, faith, clarity, and discipline, you attract wealth. You attract money. If you vibrate in doubt, fear, or negativity, you repel. For example, if you go to work, right, you're not doing a great job. You complain, you're negative, you're not doing your work with excellence, and it might be a result of your habits and your thoughts. So you don't get a raise at work. And this goes for business as well. Maybe you're not treating your clients well. Maybe you're not integral. Your habits have kept you from outputting at the vibration of abundance. And on the flip side, the job that you're going to, you might be positive. You might be doing an excellent job, treating customers like they were gold. And maybe your manager sees it and he's like, you know what, you've been doing a great job. I would really like for you to step up to a supervisor position, or I would like you in this position and I'm going to give you a raise. And again, the same thing in business. You start treating people like gold. You start serving. You're putting all your energy in the right directions. You're vibrating at that frequency of abundance because you're operating at your highest level. You've stepped into, again, your highest self. And that's when you begin to attract opportunities. You begin to attract people. Just your energy. People want to be around it because they don't have the energy that you have. And they want it. Proverbs 23:7 says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. If you think small, you get small. If you think you're not worthy to earn more money, chances are that's what you will get. On the contrary, if you think big, you start to break out of your normal. So let's talk about vision, meditation, and drive. I want you to think about something that you always wanted, something so big it gets you super excited. I want you to put that thing on your vision board or on your whiteboard, write it down so you can see it. And I want you to place it in front of your eyes every single morning when you wake up and every single night when you go to bed. Keep it in your mind, fresh, so you don't forget about it. When you do this, it does something powerful. It pulls your focus. It directs your thoughts. It fuels your drive. Science calls it dopamine release. Your brain gives you energy because it sees a reward in front of you. But the scripture calls it meditation. In Joshua 1:8, It says, the book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate in it day and night, for then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. So when you meditate first on the greatest success book of all time, which is the Bible, then meditate on what you want. That meditation releases focus. The meditation is programming your spirit with the right vision. You're giving yourself direction, intention, because our mind thinks in pictures. Every day you wake up, you have a mental picture of what you need to do and where you need to go. Before you get there, your mind thinks in pictures of the destination. I want you to notice this next time you apply for a new job, you start a new business. Your mind will picture that area, the atmosphere of the business, where you should go, the street, what your location should be, or you might ride by and see it. But before it manifests or actualizes, or before you accomplish that goal, your mind thinks in pictures first. And when you wait on the Lord, you spend time in His love, spend time in His word, you pick up that frequency of abundance in your inner man. God is abundance. God is energy. And by spending time with Him, you're plugging into the source, you're sowing time. And in return, you're loving on Him and He's loving on you. That's when you begin to vibrate. And you carry this power and frequency of love and energy into your day-to-day activity. That's how you reach ultimate flow. You start to walk in the power to get wealth, and boom, you move into acceleration. Then it's not just dopamine anymore. It's a divine energy. And that's where people get it messed up. They don't have the foundation of God's power. They're just running purely off of dopamine. And yeah, you can get stuff done like that, but it's not lasting. Whatever's not built on the rock will not stand when the storm comes. And if you were to lose everything, right, because your foundation is on the rock, which is God, Jesus Christ, you will not be moved. You could redo it and build it all over again. It doesn't have your heart. It's not going to pull you down to darkness. And there's dark energy too. Some people do it on pure willpower, pure grit, but not even realizing they're being fueled by dark energy. But we want to utilize God's energy. So stop waiting on motivation. Let God's Spirit motivate you and start living in His divine momentum, divine flow. I want to talk about the story of Esau and Jacob in Genesis 27. Isaac blessed Jacob instead of Esau because of perception. I want you to catch this. He said the voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And Jacob received the blessing because he positioned himself in alignment. And that's frequency, that's flow. And it's the same way when you're connected to the source. You align with blessing. You vibrate at the level of inheritance. You're telling the powers of darkness that you're here to dominate. And there may be times where you're like Joseph in the pit of despair. But those are seasons. And we have much wisdom outside of that. Wisdom to use resources all around us. Wisdom to use our time. Literally, we could go buy chickens and go buy animals or plant plants for our food and save money. Like there's so many things you could do to save money and create abundance and create wealth. But the issue is people don't want to change. They just play defense all their life. They don't play offense. Life is 10% of what comes to you and 90% of how you react to it. When you focus in on problems, you amplify them, but you make them bigger by talking about them. Talk on solutions. Look past the problem. Fix the issues. On this earth, everybody will have problems. You can't escape them. So the enemy who doesn't want you to succeed, the dark forces that are coming against your productivity, you ever feel like every time you get ahead, something pulls you back? That's witchcraft and control. If you don't think the enemy is putting out forces to control you, you've been deceived. He did it since the garden, and nothing has changed now. He still does it to this day. John 10:10 says, the thief comes only to steal and to kill and to destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. The enemy doesn't care if you're super busy. He just doesn't want you to be super productive in the right direction. He'll even target your last few hours of your day so you can't compound those moments that could create the most progress in your life. You waste them, whether it be to TV or just drifting or scrolling. And while you're screaming inside for the day just to stop, your spirit is actually crying out for more. That's the battle. Your flesh wants to quit, but the spirit is designed to multiply. And if the enemy can steal your focus in those final hours, he slows your momentum and keeps you stuck in cycles. It's the same trick Delilah used on Samson. Samson wasn't defeated by brute force. He was defeated by distraction, temptation, and fatigue. He gave away the covenant for lust. He was leaking power. He didn't stay connected to the source. Judges 16:19 says, Then she lulled him to sleep on her knees and called for a man and had him shave off the 7 locks of his head. Then she began to torment him, and his strength left him. He left covenant. He disconnected from the source, and he got lulled to sleep by the enemy. And that's what happens to many of us. Because we're not plugged in, we're getting lulled to sleep, and our productivity is suffering. Our spirit is leaking. And the power that would carry us through every trial and every persecution and every problem that we had in life, we lay down for temptations. And that's how he drains our productivity. Not always with one knockout blow, but by wearing you down until you lay your strength in his lap. And once God releases you as an entrepreneur or to produce wealth, yes, there's a process. Yes, there's timing. But hear me, God is not limiting you the way you think he is. It's not him. It's you and the enemy. You are limiting yourself through bad thoughts, subconscious patterns, and addictions that weigh you down. Ephesians 3:20 says, Now to him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. The power is already in you, but you must spend time with the Lord. And with that, you're not waiting on God. He's already given you permission. He's waiting on you to move in power. That's why I say, one of my slogans, I help entrepreneurs fly, or I help digital entrepreneurs fly, because it takes this realm to be able to produce on a mass scale. And at first, I thought it was just a catchy phrase, but then I realized it's prophetic. Because when you're connected to the source, you literally rise. You live in the flow state. Isaiah 40:31 says, But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. You don't burn out from grinding. You soar like the eagle. You accelerate. So let's talk about frustration. The reason you're frustrated is because your spirit knows there's more, but you're stuck at a lower level. Your best self is trying to break out. And in Romans 8:19 it says, The creation waits in eager expectation for the sons of God to be revealed. Your potential is crying out to be revealed. The world is literally waiting for you to manifest. So let's talk about how to stay in flow. So how do you break free from cycles? How do you produce consistently at superhuman levels? By staying connected to the source and timing everything. Writing your goals down every day. Joshua 1:8 says again, The book of the law shall not depart from your mouth. You shall meditate in it day and night, for then you will make your way prosperous, and then we will have good success. Meditation day and night, that's the key. And when you add fasting, you multiply the power. You harness the energy. Isaiah 58:6 says, Is not this the fast that I have chosen, to loose the bonds of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, to let the oppressed go free, and that you break every yoke? Those yokes could be laziness, brain fog, unfocused effort. So fasting sharpens your spirit. It cuts through atmospheres, and it makes you unstoppable. And when you live like this, live in this place, you stop being hindered. You live in flow. You cut through resistance. You produce without delay. And you realize productivity isn't about hacks. It's about alignment. Yeah, hacks can help, but your foundation has to be there. Because productivity without Jesus means nothing. But productivity with him, that's fruitfulness, that's flow, that's destiny. So here's the bottom line. You can build routines, you can fill calendars, you can follow the hacks, but if you're not connected to the source, you always hit a ceiling. Stay connected. Meditate day and night. Add fasting to multiply his power. And then you'll discover what it feels like to fly. And that's it for this video. If this video has changed your life in some way, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. And if you want to sharpen your focus for more wealth, I invite you to check out my accelerated mindset training. This is the exact mindset that changed my life forever. Helped me to get more done in less time, helped me to stay hyper-focused, and to start crushing my goals like clockwork. And I also just launched a one-person digital empire blueprint where I show you how I made a whole salary online with the principles in the training. Links down below. Build your empire. And if you need any help, please feel free to reach out. And I did add the accelerated mind to the digital empire blueprint just recently so you can get the 2-for-1. Price may go up soon. And the Power to Get Wealth book is still in progress. I'm going to do my best to finish it up in the next few months. If you want to get on the early launch list, the link is down below at powertogetwealthbook.com. And again, that's it for this video. I'll see you on the next one. Be blessed, and I'll see you soon.